Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're coming to you live on the LI Sports Network. Here at the Town of Oyster Bay Skating Center, Sunday night hockey in the NYIHSHL. Travis Quigley here to take you through the call. Sam Musnick, Anthony Papastero, Rowan Loddick joining me on the crew. Doubleheader tonight. Massapequa Chiefs, Friends North Shore, set to square off to get things going at the TOB tonight. These two teams met just last week, and it was Massapequa picking up the win 3-1 over Friends, victorious in that contest. The Chiefs picking up their first victory of the season in that win. Friends, bit of a skid for them after starting the season a bit hot. They have gone 0-5-1 in their last 6 games, and they are desperate to get back into the win column. And they're going to look to do so tonight against Massapequa, exact a little bit of revenge in the process by getting that win back from last week. About 30 seconds left in warm-ups. As you see a couple players at the red line just saying hello, catching up. Players getting their final shots in. Following this matchup, we're going to have another VC2 game contested between Oceanside and WSP. And that one should be exciting as well. Some playoff implications potentially in that one. So certainly 2 exciting games between 4 quality teams here at the TOB tonight. Couple of players to keep our eyes out for on the away bench tonight. Friends, they're going to have Devin Lane starting. It's going to be Devin's 7th start of the campaign. We got a lot of firepower from Damon Dotlow this season. 24 goals in 10 games coming into tonight. Lucas Zazzolo, been feeding him the puck on a lot of those goals. 23 points, 12 assists through 10 games as well. On the opposite side for the Chiefs, wearing their home white uniforms tonight, Jack Pineda going to be getting his 9th start of the season. And you got to keep your eye out for James D'Orlando, leading the way in points for this Chiefs side and in goals. And on the back end, Dean Zlatniski. He's got 3 goals this season as a defenseman, most goals on the team for a D-man. And he is willing and able to get up and down this sheet, play a 200-foot hockey style game. So Gurrick and D'Orlando, definitely keep your eye out for those two for Pequa tonight. Again, Lane and Pineda between the pipes for each side. Friends going to go left to right first and third. Massapequa right to left. Center ice, 15 minutes on the clock. Here we go. Friends will win the opening faceoff. Again, Friends in the red uniforms, white sleeves, white numbers. Turnover forced there. It's D'Orlando in with a shot. Save made by Lane. Tested very early. Less than 10 seconds in, faces a shot attempt. And D'Orlando made him work for it. Racing out of the zone was Blaze Sod. Had it knifed off his stick. It swung back to Curto. Curto goes D to D. Jack Chapman on the backhand. Curls back. Looking through the seam. Trying to find Zoe Varkaris in front. Missed her tape. Settling things down is Stella. Stella on the reversal to Bowman. Back through the middle. Not out. Now it's going to be hacked out by Zlatniski on the second try. This one will go for an icing, though. 57 seconds gone in the first period. Senior night tonight for Friends North Shore, as they held their ceremony pregame. Chiefs, after the D-zone face-off, had to work for it, got it out though. Comes right back in with Friends, dumped to the corner. Foot race becomes a one-on-one battle. Dotlow on a stick lift is tied up on the boards. Swung up the wall, kept in. Cow down low. Dotlow takes a bump. 2-on-2 now. Chiefs looking to clear. It is fired out. John Varkar is back. Sauces it over to Cow. Cross to Dotlow, just out of his reach. Back in Varkaris. Trying to drop it for Dotlow. It's stolen away. David Bordy going to get a one-on-one opportunity. Dangles through Bordy, knocked to the ice. Solid defensive play from Ramon Cow. Cow driving in, around the net. Off his skate. Dotlow up to the point. Morton. Massapequa look to get it out. They do. Brito off the boards. Off the bench, Giarratano looking to put it in. First forechecker is Moran. Friends get it out. Opportunity with numbers. Saad's going to scoop it up on the boards. Trying to hook it to the net. Deflects off a stick. Goes opposite corner. Back with Friends. Shot save Pineda. Rebound goes behind. Hooked back in front. Cross point pass. Kept in Varkaris. Saad. Out to the high slot. Fanning on the wrist shot attempt was John Peck. And out comes Giarratano. He's going to dump it in while the rest of his teammates make a change. Backhanded around by Devin Lane. Liam Stack racing in as the forechecker. Skips around past his stick. On the far side, Kilkenny pokes it up to the point. Whacked back in by Zlatniski. Delayed offside on Massapequa. A quick reset. It'll be dumped in by Morton. Friends on the keep. Stella. Around the wall. Blasted from the point off a body. In the lane, Liam Stack there. Chiefs looking to clear. Saad all over it. Pokes it back low. Swings it around to Ben Leonard. Stack takes it away over the red line and dumps it straight on goal. Lane puts it aside. Chiefs regroup. Sauce through the middle of the ice. Trying to weave his way in is Liam Bowman. Swept away, and Jack Chapman has the stick. Chapman, pardon me. Stops at the red line off the boards to Zozzolo, offside on Friends. Peak will win the face-off. Move north with DiOrlando. His pass is blocked by Zozzolo. Eventually skipped across to Moringer. 5 minutes gone in the first period. That pass doesn't find a home. Dump back in. Nice and waved off. Play continues. Stack rolls with it, poked away by Zozzolo. Zozzolo is all over Stella, forces a turnover. Chipped over to Oguric. Oguric racing, just gains the red and fires it deep as Jonah Cammons was closing off the space. Put into the Friends bench. 9:20 to play in the first period. 0-0 the score. At the dot momentarily now, skips behind the net of Lane. Friends looking to break out. Comes to Dotlow. Dotlow drives wide, 3-on-2 on the rush. Dotlow shoots, missed, hit the glass. Pushed out by Pequa. Dumped in by David Bordy. Off the boards to Saad, looking for Dotlow. Zlatniski put it back in deep. Saad, drop pass, one-timer missed for Dotlow. Pequa get it out. Chapman regroups. Spins it off the wall. Saad trying to drop it to Dotlow. He collects. Damon Dotlow, toe drag, shot goes wide. Puck dumped in by Kilkenny. Curling back, Chapman. Moves it ahead. Backhanded up. Winning that battle, Jonah Cammons. In with the shot, punched out by Pineda. Hard wrap around the wall by Bryce Livingston. Peak will clear the zone. Moran tried to put it across. Nobody home for the pass. He'll head off for a line change, though, as Friends have to reset things. Carried in by John Varkaris. Pequa put it in, looking to get on the attack here. Both sides still looking to get a stranglehold on this game. Shots 2-1 in favor of Massapequa. Friends have had a couple attempts go wide. That cross-ice pass hits Mohringer's skate, skips back to the corner. Bowman trying to put it behind the net to Adana, but it jumped past him. Ahead to Mohringer, trying to one-hand it into the zone. Chapman slows it down. Peck back and moves it to Varkaris. Massapequa looking to force a turnover. D'Orlando on a stick lift, trying to slide it back door, broken up. Still a chance, one-timer denied by Devin Lane. Liam Bowman had a chance to step into that one, but Lane smothered it. Nice work off the boards by Massapequa to create that opportunity. As Friends get it out off the face-off. Zizzolo had it swiped away from him, and you see as it pops right to Bowman. And it was denied there. 5:45 left in the first period. Stretched out to Bordy. Bordy takes it off the wall, puts it back across to Renyak. One-on-one chance. Saad slides it middle for Dotlow. Dotlow to the backhand. Pad save. Pineda puts the glove over it. Keeps us scoreless. Jack Pineda with a beautiful save. Great play by Blaze Sod. Let's take a look here. Looked like it was a one-on-one chance for Sod, and Dotlow came swooping in out of nowhere. Collects that one, a quick forehand, backhand move, but Pineda read it the whole way and got him with the left pad to keep this one 0-0, 5:25 to go in period one. Pequa trying to battle. It's right in front of the Friends bench, 3-on-3. And out with it comes Brito. Slides it slot. Pad save Lane on Moran. Good quick look there. Now these two teams are firing. 5 minutes to go in the first. Out of the corner. Skips past Zolo. Dotlow trying to knock it down. Couldn't. Moran into the slot. Brito taking away Zolo. Working hard to take that puck. And now a 3-on-2 chance. On the near side, Blaze Sod opens up the hips, looking to drop it for Dotlow, and it's broken up. Out come Massapequa. Dotlow forces a turnover, picks off a pass, trying to split through, and the big poke from Dean Zlatniski. It's swung back to Ramon Cow. A D-to-D look. Trevor Curto trying to go long, nothing there. High backhand flip clear for Zlatniski. Goes right on net. Lane going to be forced to cover as Mohringer was on it applying pressure. Orlando turns and shoots. Missed the target there. Played hard off the wall. Englander couldn't get it out. Orlando looking to one-handed through the slot. Stolen away. Out come Friends. Kamens drives in wide. Was looking for a stick in the slot. Hits the corner and bounced up to the point. Hard out of the zone with it was Bowman. Icing called on the Chiefs. Kept in by Friends after the offensive zone draw was taken by the Chiefs. It's in behind the cage of Pineda. Pinballing around, and now off the boards, Kamens slides it back to the front. Chance denied by Pineda. Englander puts it around. Pinching was Varkaris. Holds it once, held it a second time, and got help of the third from Peck. Englander to the corner. Peck's F1 now.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Off the boards, turnover forced. Out of the zone with it, Massapequa. Bordy racing in, dangles through. Bordy shoots wide. So close to a highlight reel goal for David Bordy. Back in Zlatniski, his shot's blocked, pops up in the air, and Lane covers it up. 2:18 to go. What an opportunity for David Bordy. Silky mitts there from the Massapequa forward. Friends chip it out. Pequa put it back in. Lane wants to keep this moving, almost picking it off was Waddell.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Saad trying to drag it in, slowed up right in front of the Massapequa bench by Nick Stella. Stella in a contest with Leonard for the puck. Taken away by Zaru. Back comes Blaze Saad. A wrist shot. Pineda saved. Rebound still there. Still losing the paint. Up to the point. Wrist shot fanned on. Doesn't make it to the net. 1:30 to go. And Zazzolo knocked off the puck as it bounces to the red line. Cal back to Zazzolo. Zazzolo driving wide on Zlatniski. Tucking the shoulder to the net. Save Pineda. Puck's chipped out off the glass by Stella. Puck's dumped in. Stella back to get it first. Zazzolo closing off space. Touch pass middle for Bowman. Bowman outside to Mohringer. Mohringer to the net. Blocked by Cal. Final minute of the first. And out comes Blaze Saad. Saad has Zazzolo driving wide. He'll hit Zazzolo in the slot to his backhand. Gloved out of the air by Jack Pineda. 0-0, 49 seconds to go in the opening period. Plays opened up for the two sides here. Pequa
is a demonstration
controlling,
of Wirecast.
and D'Orlando trying to split through two. Swept away by Trevor Curto. D'Orlando trying to weave through, knocked away up to the point. Friendly fire as the shot from Livingston hit Mohringer. Flip to neutral ice. Dotlow can't get there. Broken up by Bowman. Back in D'Orlando offside. Massapequa. 19 seconds left in the first period.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Still awaiting our first goal in this one, but it's been fun. These two teams have created opportunities. They've stifled chances as well. First game of our doubleheader. A long stretch pass. No icing. Doesn't find tape. Just missed Pineda's net. Can Friends force a turnover, get one last shot? They'll try here. Forced out Massapequa. They might get one last look. 1 second to go. A clap bomb goes wide from David Bordy. And we end the first the same way we started it. Tied up at 0. Second period of play between Massapequa and Friends coming up next. Shots in that first period. 7 for the Chiefs and 3 for Friends North Shore. We'll be back in a minute here on the LI. We return for period 2. Travis Quigley here on the call. Producing tonight is Rowan Loddick, Sam Musnick, and on the camera, Anthony Pappas there. I want to apologize for the brief technical difficulties we have. Our phenomenal producers were able to handle it during the intermission, and we should be good to go for the remainder of this game. It's 0-0 between Friends and Massapequa as Friends control the puck off the draw. Pops up in the air, floating around, both sides trying to get possession here, and taking it is Chapman. He rolls and shoots, and Pineda with a breadbasket stop. 28 seconds into period 1. Pequa looking to keep the legs fresh, making a forward line change immediately here. Going forward off the faceoff is Stack. Got the stick tied up, though, by a back-checking John Peck. Chapman slides it middle. Stack intercepts. D-to-D look. Big kick off the boards. Taken away. Chapman with a chance. Snapshot blocked off. Then he hits the outside of the net. Puck is tied up. We're going to get the whistle. Good quick opportunity right there. Off that wayward pass. Took a big hop off the wall. And Chapman with the opportunity. Point per game player, 7-7. For Jack Chapman entering tonight. Still a question of who's going to get on the board first here. Pequa or Friends. In the circle. Dotlow's shot. Pad save. To the middle. Dotlow unable to hold the line. Bordy carries over the blue. Stops up quickly. Trying to drop it off. To Stack. Taken by Dotlow. Hits Zazzolo. Zazzolo wide. Shot. Pad save for Pineda. Rolls up to the point. That to the net is blocked by Zlatniski. Zlatniski wheeling. One hands it to Bordy. Bordy racing in. Has Zlatniski driving back door. Pass is broken up. Great play defensively from Taylor Zaru. Zaru to Zazzolo as Dotlow going to the net. Trying to fend off the pressure from Waddell. And Alex Waddell takes it away. Headman to Bordy, broken up. Good step from Kamens. Whacking it back in, Kilkenny. He's on the forecheck, trying to apply pressure. Plugging the boards, Waddell. Waddell, skate to stick. Keeping it on the wall, knocked away. Zazzolo out to Dotlow, one-on-one chance against Zlatniski. Dotlow fakes, lost his footing. Zazzolo following it up. He's knocked to the ice by Zlatniski. And Zlatniski, full lane ahead to go. Dean Zlatniski drives, wrist shot, stick save. Devin Lane. Off the bench, Giartano tried to take it away. It's back with Chapman. Chapman, toe drag, in, scores! Jack Chapman with a beauty! 1-0 Friends! What a silky move from Chapman. Toe drag to split through two, and he beats Pineda on the wrist shot. Low on the glove side, 1-0 lead for Friends North Shore. Third of the season for Chapman. 8th point in his 8th game. Stays at a point per game and gives his side the lead here. He's got the puck now, slides it across to Curto. Curto over to Saad. Saad settles down at center ice. Moves it to Chapman, who enters the zone. Chapman snaps it across, a little bit too underneath that saucer pass. As now it's played back to Curto. Shot is blocked. Off the glass to Saad. Down low for Chapman. Chapman rolls the circle. Fending off the pressure. Hits Saad for a one-timer. Went wide. Curto to the net. Pad save for Pineda. Rebound collected by Adana. He backhands it around for Giartano. Giartano, stick lifted by a back-checking John Peck. It's played ahead by Varkaris. Friends were looking to get a line change, though. Weren't ready for that one. Long pass. No home there for Pequa. John Varkaris regroups. Over to Curto. Curto feeling the pressure from Mohringer, and Mohringer comes in and plays the body there. Puck on the boards, played out to the back door. It's Livingston. Livingston from a bad angle, shot save. Battle continues, and now it's moved ahead by Curto. Out of the zone come Friends. Zazzolo stops up. Big hit thrown by Curto, and he's going to get called for a penalty going to the box. And Massapequa going to go on a man advantage here. Massive hit right in front of us. Interference, the call. 2 minutes and a power play for the Chiefs. Got to give credit to Mo Ringer. That was a big hit. He popped up pretty quickly there. So a 2-minute power play for Massapequa as they look to tie this game back up. Chapman got the opener minute 40 seconds ago. Can Massapequa tie the game here? It's one back to the point. Shot is blocked and played out to neutral ice. Blaze Sod in a foot race, trying to keep possession. He does to his backhand. Can't get a shot through. A lot of pressure from Dean Zlatniski. Zlatniski has possession carrying in, cuts middle and fires. Lane will smother the puck. Going forward is Sod, and he gets it to Zozzolo. 2-on-1, shorthanded. Zozzolo to Sod. Glove save, Pineda. Great puck movement right off the faceoff from Friends, and they were humming. Zozzolo and Sod, a quick 1-2. And Sod tries to fire it back across where Pineda was sliding. And the Pequa netminder read it, snagged it out of the air with the glove hand. Cal lost his footing after Friends won the faceoff. Still shorthanded for 1 minute and 20 seconds. It's played all the way back to Dotlow. He mishandled it, has to get it in the corner. Stack almost got a piece there. Chapman takes a check, but keeps possession. Chapman rolling through the middle of the ice. His shot's blocked. Collecting it is Bordy. Bordy out through the middle. Puts it off the boards. And it's Friends who get it right back. Over to Dotlow. Hits Zozzolo. Big hit on the opposite side. Played by D'Orlando. Dotlow looking to skate. D'Orlando playing the body. And he's going to take the puck away from Damon Dotlow. D'Orlando trying to curl back through two. And Chapman on a stick lift. And it's fired out of play by Liam Stack. We get a stoppage. 9:23 to go in the second period. 38 seconds remaining on the power play for Massapequa. Zozzolo jumps it after the center ice faceoff. His shot saved Pineda, and he paddles it into the corner as Zozzolo is trying to capitalize and get his own rebound. D'Orlando going to wheel with it. Stops up on the zone entry. Plays it across to his brother Anthony. Anthony 76, James 95. Waddell behind the net, takes a check, knocked off the puck, and Anthony scoops it. Looking through the seam. And that's broken up by Blaze Sod ahead for Zozzolo. He was knocked off the biscuit, but Sod's right there to take it back. Had the stick tied up right as the penalty expires. Curto out of the box. Friends perfect on the penalty kill. Out to the slot. Chance here curling with it is Peck. Moves it to Ramon Cow. Cow dropping back. He's knocked off the puck, but Peck holds the line. Now it's with D'Orlando. He's going to skate with it. Sod on the back check, trying to close the space. A sweeping poke check from John Varkaris. Stole possession, and back in come Friends. Chapman to the goal, and Pineda will glove it. 1-0 lead for Friends on the goal from Jack Chapman. Friends trying to keep the puck in deep and get another goal on the board. as it's taken away defensively by Adana. Couldn't clear. Back to Adana on the backhand up the boards. Chapman's there. Slides it back to the point. Fanning on that wrist shot, Zaru. Still a chance, though. Nothing for Chapman as that was blocked to the shin pad. Moran flips it across the ice to Kilkenny. Kilkenny has some room to skate and gets it out. Dumps it down. There's going to be an icing called here on Massapequa as we're just about to hit the halfway point of the hockey game. 7:33 to go in the second period. Just the one goal on the board for Friends, Jack Chapman. Shots in the second period, 8-3 in favor of Friends. Two-period total so far of 11-10 for Friends, North Shore. Travis Quigley on the call, Sam Musnick, Rowan Loddick, our producers tonight, and Anthony Papasadero operating the camera for us here at the Town of Oyster Bay Skating Center. Shot right off the draw, covered up by Pineda. A Varsity Conference 2 doubleheader tonight at the TOB. Friends North Shore, Massapequa. Our first game, Oceanside, WSP coming up next. Oceanside just 1 point back of WSP, so that game crucial for standings as we inch closer to playoffs. Poked ahead by Bordy, and Bordy's going on a breakaway. Bordy in, he hits the crossbar! Eyes to the sky for David Bordy as that puck goes bar Canada. He can't believe it. Had Lane beat, but just couldn't beat the crossbar. Friends looking to clear. Puck will be held in by Ogurick. Pops across, D'Orlando. Rolls and fires. Off the back wall hard. Jumps over the stick of Bordy. Slides it back to the point. Ogurick just keeps it in. A lot of pressure on. Now to the net. Save Lane. Covered up. Left of Lane for the faceoff. 6:42 to go in the second. Dotlow and Stack for the draw. And it's one back by Dotlow. Curto spins it to the wall. Sod there and wheels it out. Sod across for Chapman. Chapman stops up. Has to wait now. Delayed offside. He'll dump it in. Race for possession. It's hacked up the boards. Not out. Now Massapequa can clear. Curto flips it in. Glove down by Bordy. Puck dished over to Renyak. Dotlow gets the pass, enters the zone, stops up. Looking to slide it to Chapman, goes to the goal, and Pineda will shovel it to the corner. Off the wall, kept in Curto, shot blocked, Sod, slides it back door, one-timer, does not go! Poked out by Massapequa, it's Dotlow who possesses, and he's going to look to go quickly. Dotlow, over the line, drops it for Chapman, kicks it back to Dotlow, across for Sod, settles the bouncing puck, now to the point, one-timer is taken away, and D'Orlando is flying. D'Orlando 2-on-1, shoots, scores! James D'Orlando makes it 1-1 with 5:26 to go in the second. Run and gun hockey here at the TOB. And D'Orlando might have caught Lane off guard with this wrist shot as he changed the angle a bit and got him top shelf. D'Orlando, his 5th of the season, leading the way for this Massapequa side. And it's tied up 1-1. back with Cow at the red line. He'll play it ahead. Zazolo enters the zone. Drop back for Saad. That shot's blocked. Chaitman takes possession. Looking back door. Off the skate of Zlatniski. And poked out by Waddell. Slides it forward. Waddell to Bowman. Bowman. A lot of pressure from Chaitman on the back check. Can't clear though. D'Orlando puts it across into open space. Zlatniski pokes it back down low. Shot saved. Rebound there. D'Orlando denied again. Kept in by Massapequa. It's Nick Stella. Glove stop for Lane. While we have a moment, Sam, I would love if we can go back and check out that save from Jack Pineda before the goal. As this save from Pineda on the back door on Damon Dotlow. Or it might have been Chaitman on the back door, pardon me. As that great look there, and he gets across in the nick of time. That save from Pineda led to D'Orlando coming down the sheet and scoring. Thank you very much, Sam. Sam gives a thumbs up for all the people at home. Played across, and it's out with John Peck. Peck comes in, knocked off the puck. The reason I had Sam show that is a save can change the game. And that save from Pineda was a difference maker indeed. Led to that D'Orlando goal. That shot from the point deflected. And Pineda kicks it aside. 4 minutes to go in the middle period. Puck pops around off the boards. Nick Stella not out. Zazolo's shot hits a shin pad. Back with Stella. Cross-ice pass to Moran. Couldn't settle it down. Back off the wall. Broken up by Brito. Curto moves it ahead. Englander shot blocked. Cleared out of the zone by Dean Zlatniski. Won't have the juice to be an icing. Picked off. Bordy, backdoor, chance, save, Lane! His pass was taken away. A chance for the Chiefs, and Lane gets back over in time. You see him here, comes out, tries to play it long. Just didn't get enough on it there as Bordy collects and goes backdoor immediately. And the quick look, nothing there for Devin Lane. He got there in time. Right off the draw, though, it's Bordy to the net. He scores! David Bordy, solo effort. 2-1 Massapequa. Right off the face-off, Bordy to the cage. As he just battles through a couple bodies, and the backhander beats Lane. 2-1 game. Massapequa in front. Over the line, O'Gurick snaps it on goal, and Lane will glove it, take the whistle. Like I was saying, sometimes a big save can change the game. Jack Pineda made a big save. Massapequa's responded with 2 goals, and now they're in front, 2-1. Friends looking for the response back now. D-zone draw. They've been successful at the dot so far tonight as they win another one right to Blaze Saad, and he's going to hum ahead. Saad over the blue, 2-on-2, drops it outside. Chaitman lost it in the skates, puts it back across, and it's going to be a little bit too much mustard on it as it comes out to neutral ice. Cow fires it to Saad. He'll chop it into the zone. Pineda just lets it skip past him. Out to the slot again, dropped off. Wrist shot blocked. Cow pinches in, takes possession, rolls to the point. That shot blocked again. O'Gurick in the lane that time. Deflects off Cow's stick, Around the net, John Varkaris looking long, intercepted by Liam Bowman. Trying to dump it back in. Chaitman's there to break it up, but Bowman right there all over it, trying to poke it back in deep. Chaitman with a head fake, and he's out. with speed. Chapman splits through two, across to Saad, back to him, he scores! Chapman with his second of the game ties it up at 2 with $1:53 to go in period 2. Chapman to Saad, right back to him. Didn't take the foot off the gas, kept going to the net with the stick down, ready to go. Came off his skate, wasn't a kicking motion, and we're tied up here in this hockey game. Pequa and friends have brought it tonight. Back in Dotlow, he fires wide, and it'll go out of play. Right off the draw, Friends wanted the lead back. Chapman with his third and fourth of the season tonight. D'Orlando with his fifth, and Bordy with his third. 2-2 here in the second. This one has been a lot of fun so far. High flip out by D'Orlando. Winning the foot race back for it is Peck. D to D off the wall. Kept in the zone by Bowman. Liam Bowman down behind the net. Angled away by Dotlow. Saucer pass to Zozzolo. He's out 2-on-2 now. Zozzolo drives wide. He's forced behind the cage. And it's taken away by Zlatniski. Dotlow keeps it in. Just throws it down to the corner. Wants Friends to get on the attack here. Playing the body, Ben Leonard. Moves it to Zozzolo. Zozzolo leaves it at the point with Peck. Lost it in his skates. Shovels it low. Final minute of the middle period. Stella around the wall. Waddell couldn't get it out. Curto on the keep in. Stella and Dotlow come together once more. Zozzolo out with possession. Wraparound try. Pad stop. Pineda to the post in plenty of time. Waddell just wanted to clear. He does. Icing will be called on Pequa with 35.3 remaining. Offensive zone draw for Friends. High flip doesn't get out. Glove down and a pad save. That clearing attempt does go. And getting back in time for it is Peck. He'll hammer it off the boards with 20. Saad over the line, 3-on-2. Saad gets to the top of the circle, wheels back to the point. Has some space to walk and fire. He does! He scores! Blaze Saad makes it 3-2 with 11 seconds to go in the middle period. Patience and poise from number 6 in red. As he carried it in on the zone entry. Curled back, created some space. Saw the chance to drive and shoot. Puck might have taken a deflection on the way. Nonetheless, it's a goal for Blaze Saad, and it's 3-2 for Friends. Turnover, Pequa. One last look in front. 2 seconds left. Chance to the net is blocked. As the buzzer goes. Friends with a 3-2 lead thanks to Blaze Saad's 8th goal of the season. A quick bump of the fist between Lane and Pineda as we head to break. 30 minutes down, 15 to go. Friends with a 1-goal advantage here on LISN. Third period is live here on the LI Sports Network. Friends 3, Massapequa 2. And it's Friends with possession as Zolo races in. Backhands it towards the net, hits the side of the cage. Still out now into the slot by Dotlow. And Bordy will take it away. Bordy will flip the puck in. Peak will look to get on the forecheck here. It's behind the net. And Bordy plugging the wall. Was able to stop it as Varkaris looked to wrap it around. Turned over, Stack back to the point. Shot wide from Stella. Stack drops it back once more, this time to Zlatniski. He'll let it go. That deflects off target. Good hand eye in front by Bordy. Ripped around to Zazolo, couldn't settle it though. D-to-D pass and back in. Friends repossess. Long dish, doesn't find the tape of Dotlow. It's with Stella now. Stella flips it out to neutral ice. Swung back, and now Zlatniski has a chance to wheel. Zlatniski, shot blocked. Battle in front of the Massapequa bench. Dumped in by Dotlow. Pineda will stop it, leave it for Zlatniski, who starts the breakout. Chapman got a touch on his pass, and it's going to be held in by Friends. That look to the net, Pineda steers it aside. No problem there for the Massapequa netminder. Pequa will get it out on that opportunity. Rolling back is Varkaris. Goes through the middle. Waddell trying to take it away. It's on the tape of Adana now, slowing things down for Pequa. Trying to go long to D'Orlando. Saad knocks it out of the air. Blaze Saad. Hard off the boards to Chapman. Pokes it past Adana, gets it in the corner. Stops up. Up to the point now. Rolling, firing, blocked shot. Pineda, like a center fielder, making the catch. And a Saad shot. Hit his stick and just fluttered through the air the rest of the way to the cage. Reminder, we got Oceanside WSP coming up next in our Sunday night doubleheader here at the TOB on the LI Sports Network. Happy to be here to take you through the call. Travis Quigley, Sam Musnick, Rowan Loddick, our producers. That look from the point, toe save, rebound cleared away. Anthony Papasadero on the camera for us tonight. Hard wrap to the weak side. Saad to the middle for Chapman. He'll poke it in. Chapman out of the corner, protecting the puck. Looking point for Saad. Hacked out by Moran. Moran pokes it past another defender. 2-on-1 with Kilkenny. Hits Kilkenny. Kilkenny denied with the glove. Devin Lane. Beautiful stop from the Friends goalie here. First, you got to give a ton of credit. Matt Moran, incredible effort there to get through, beating two defenders to create that 2-on-1 look. But Lane read the pass to Kilkenny and made the glove stop. Chiefs keep it in. Down behind the net. Bordy out front, broken up. Chapman has Saad springing, taken away. D'Orlando. Great read from Anthony there as he dumps it back in, and Lane's going to be forced to take a stoppage. 11:43 to go in the third. Right of lane. One by Pequa, and an immediate shot steered away. As coming in to help was Renyak. Just took a backhander right on goal. And Dotlow's going to skate this puck out. Damon Dotlow driving across. Zazolo goes wide. Ahead Zazolo, offside going to be called. Backdoor look, just missed save. Rebound and stopped again by Pineda. Dotlow is trying to go forward. This is Zolo. Hooks it down to the corner. Dotlow knocks it out of the air. Backdoor look, just out of reach for Lucas Zolo. Out come Pequa. Stella puts it towards the net, covered up by Lane. Shots 23-21 in favor of Massapequa. Three-2 lead for Friends. Back to the point. Gonna be kept in. Moran gets knocked to the ice, and that's gonna allow the puck to be scooped by Jonah Kamens. Kamens drops it off for Saad. Drags around, looking to go to the net now. Forced behind, still possessing, protecting it. Spins back, high slot, look, shot blocked. Livingston down to a knee to get in the lane of the one-timer. 10-10 to go in regulation. Back to the point and put to the opposite corner. Livingston on it quickly, and Massapequa will get it out. Kilkenny puts it into the zone. Across to Saad. Blaze Saad. Over the line, drops it back. Jateman. Fans on the attempt. Keeps the puck and rolls. Into the corner for Dotlow. Slot, Saad, turns, hits the post. Jateman gets across, it's blocked. Adana got the stick there in time. D'Orlando trying to fire it out. Goes to Bordy, and his pass was blocked off, but Bordy will get it right back. Bordy buzzing in. Dangle moves, slowed up, still recovers possession of it. Put it across the slot though, and nobody home. Dotlow across to Saad, takes it off the wall. Saad pokes it towards the net. Pineda going to come way out and cover it up. .856 left in this hockey game. Peak with 2 games left after tonight. Friends with 4. There's one back by Friends, but jumped by Pequa, and they clear. Back in neutral ice. Trying to take it away there was Bowman. D'Orlando has to wait. Offside going to be called on the Chiefs. Friends win the draw. Quick up to Zolo. Zolo drags in wide. Out to the slot. Off the backhand of Englander. Up to the point. That shot blocked. Big blast from Varkaris. Waddell skates it out. Swiped away Varkaris. Waddell trying to get it back. He does. To D'Orlando, back to Waddell. D'Orlando knocked down, puck up top to the point. And a penalty going to be called here on Massapequa. D'Orlando gets 2 for roughing, and Friends will go on the power play. Right off the draw, it's Liam Stack. Just took a big whack at it and cleared. Lane will come out and play it for North. Saad to Dotlow. Dotlow cuts in. Drags and shoots. Save made. Pineda. Not easy as Dotlow changed up the angle before firing that. So again, James D'Orlando, 2 for roughing. Minute 30 to go on the power play. 7.5 to go in regulation. Friends up 3-2. Zozzolo enters. Couldn't keep the puck. It's dropped back to Cow. Pad save Pineda. Bordy collects with space. He'll wind and slap shot 200 feet down the sheet from David Bordy. Puck moved to Zozzolo, lost his footing, couldn't keep it, and now splitting in is Latniski. Couldn't get to the net, off to the corner, bouncing off a couple checks. Just too much pressure from Friends. As it was 3 against 1, they'll come away with it. Blaze Sod over the line, hooks it to Zozzolo, blocked. Dotlow steps into it. Dotlow, backhand forehand to Zozzolo, denied, Pineda, big save. Clearing attempt doesn't go, Chapman on the keep. Sod. For Chapman, out of the corner. Takes a hit from Zlatniski. Zlatniski off the wall, couldn't get it out. Dotlow intercepts. Second try not out. They come together again. They're still going at it. Zozzolo turns and shoots. And a glove save by Pineda. D'Orlando back in 14 seconds. 6:18 remaining. Played out of the zone by Massapequa as they look to kill the rest of this penalty. Moved over. Englander in. Shot is blocked. D'Orlando out of the box. Anthony D'Orlando, hard wrap, weak side, held in by Sod. A slap shot blocked again by Oguric. Sod gloves it out of the air. And a nifty move. Now enters with it. Slides it over to Englander. Shot through, glove save. D'Orlando collects that rebound, puts it off the boards. Stella avoids a check. Bordy puts it around Curto and is out 3-on-2, but cutting across the blue, offside will be called. .5:34 to go in the third period. 3-2 hockey game. Friends in the lead. Pequa looking to get into the zone. Nothing there. It's blocked off. Stretch pass for Cammons. Missed his tape. But it's Cammons back in. Slides it over to Sod. On the backhand. Save Pineda. Englander to Sod. Poked away from him. Dished ahead to Orlando. Bounced off the tape. Foot race for it. And Peck wins it. Spins it right back out for Sod at the far blue. Sod enters. Dragging. His pass is blocked. Played back ahead for Bowman. Bowman hits D'Orlando. James D'Orlando broken up by Peck. He'll fire it all the way down. Icing gets waved off. 4:40 to go in the third. Intercepted by Dotlow, but couldn't keep it. Racing in, Zlatniski. Pardon me, Oguric. Shot stopped up. Whistle taken by Lane on the Oguric wrister. Face-off controlled by Friends. Ramon Cow, a little chip and chase. Trying to slide it middle, broken up Stella. Stella gonna eat a check in the corner. Looking to kick it up the boards, getting help from Oguric. Cow. Chapman across to Zolo, out of reach. Drops it back, Dotlow, one-timer! He scores! What's better than 24? 25! Damon Dotlow! 25th goal of the season. He makes it 4-2. Orlando right back in off the face-off. Knocked to the ice while trying to drive to the net. From the point, that shot's blocked. 3:50 to go. Stretch pass for Dotlow. He did get a piece, so no icing on the play. At the point, Curto. Big hit thrown by D'Orlando. D'Orlando in with a wrist shot, save Lane. And a penalty called here. A 4-2 hockey game, power play here for Massapequa. As they look to tie this game up, need 2 goals late in the third, 3:17 to go. Delayed offside on Pequa. Shot's gonna be blocked off. We're at center ice for the face-off here. And Friends will control it. Moved over. Dumped in by Zozzolo. Pineda's going to come out to stop it. Livingston leads the rush. Livingston. Drop pass. Knocked away from Bordy, cleared out by Friends. Hit a glove on the bench. So we'll stay inside. 2:43 to go. Third period, 4-2 game. After that one-timer from Damon Dotlow. Friends clear after a battle out in the corner. Pineda going to come out. Zozzolo, a lot of pressure right now on Zlatniski. He's knocked to the ice by Zlatniski, who's still trying to take possession of the puck. Now sauces it ahead for Stack. Stack to Zlatniski over the blue. Cuts middle and shoots. Stick save, Devin Lane. 2 minutes to go. Pineda out, leaves it for Livingston. Livingston ahead for Bordy. Bordy over the blue. Poked away by Ramon Cow. In to help is Stack. Empty net now for Massapequa. Stella on as the extra attacker. Pequa keep it in. Out of the corner. D'Orlando's pass is blocked. Pequa keep it in. Stack back for Stella. Trying to move it to Stack. Hit his skates. Out of the zone is Saad. Saad backhand. Puts it into the corner. Zaru. Interference penalty. Set to expire. He returns. Even strength hockey now. Minute 15 to go. D'Orlando leading the rush. In and shoots. Glove save Lane. He's going to try it. No, he thought about it. He definitely thought about it. That's always on the bucket list for a broadcaster production crew, is a goalie goal. We want to see a goalie goal. We want to be able to I want to be able to call it. The crew wants to be able to cut that up, edit it, make it a nice highlight. A goalie goal is on, I think, all of our bucket lists. And I thought we were going to possibly get one there. As Devin Lane, he caught it, thought about dropping it down, but instead held it for the whistle. Now we get a timeout with 1:08 to go. Massapequa using their timeout with their net empty. Down by 2, got to score quick. As they look to try to push this to an extra frame. That goal from Damon Dotlow was crucial as it padded the lead for Friends. North Shore gives them an opportunity to close out a victory and get the win back from Massapequa from last week. At this stage of the game, these two teams playing for pride. Friends would have to win out and get a lot of help in order to clinch a play-in spot. So these two teams at this stage of the game just playing for wins, playing for the crest on the front of their jersey. And the pride that comes with it. Chiefs want to come back in this one. Minute 8 to go. Reminder, another VC2 matchup coming up next. Oceanside and WSP to close out our doubleheader at the TOB. 1:08 to go. Net empty for the Chiefs. Right of Devin Lane. Puck down, and Friends win it. Dotlow puts it to the corner. Trying to eat it is Varkaris. It's played out. D'Orlando turns and shoots. And Lane smothers it up right as we enter the final minute of hockey here between Friends and Massapequa. Out in front, redirected, pushed away by Lane. Using the paddle there. Played across, one-timer denied by Lane. Saad intercepts the pass, can't get it out. Turning shot, Lane holds it. 39 seconds left. Peak will win the draw. Save Lane. Covers it up once again. Played around the net. Save again. It's Chapman looking to ice the Hattie. He does! Ask the fans to tip their caps. 16 seconds to go from 150 feet away. Chapman seals it with the Hattie. Draw one by Massapequa. Friends bench starting to get loud here. Goes down to Lane. He's just going to keep it moving. Friends going to be victorious 5-2 tonight off the back of a hat trick from Jack Chapman. A goal from Damon Dotlow and Blaze Sod. And 29 saves from Devin Lane. 5-2 win for Friends after the 3-1 loss to Massapequa last week. These two teams will split the season series. Massapequa with 2 games left on their schedule in the regular season. Sunday, January 25th against Cold Spring Harbor, and Tuesday, January 27th, also against Cold Spring Harbor. We'll have both of those games live for you here on the LI Sports Network. Friends North Shore, 4 games left on the schedule. A little bit of a break after tonight. Back in action down in Long Beach on Friday, January 23rd for a game against RVC. We'll have that one here on LISN for you as well. Don't go anywhere. Stay with us. We've got our post-game player of the game interview coming up next. Friends victorious 5-2 in this one here tonight on their senior night, picking up the win, moving themselves to 4-7-1 on the season.
Both the announcers met.
Post game, we got 2 player of the games tonight. Travis Quigley here with the hat trick hero Jack Chapman. 29 saves under his belt tonight. Devin Lane, boys, congrats on the great performance. First, Jack, I'm going to start with you. 3 goals for you tonight. Icing it at the end with the empty netter. Always nice to just seal it. Easy said with that one. What were you seeing out there, man? You were buzzing around, a lot of open ice out there, and your wrist shots were just flying through.
It was a fun one. I mean, they took us on Wednesday night. They got us. We were up 1. They scored 3, and today was just a better game. I mean, my teammates were creating space. We were all creating open ice on the ice, and they were just going in.
Devin, over to you now, man. 29 saves for you. A lot coming in that third period. Late penalty kill for you guys that you had to fight off a couple shots, and then when they pulled the goalie, they were just peppering pucks on you, and you kept them all out. What were you seeing out there?
I mean, look, here at Friends, we talk a lot about culture and family, and that's what we build. And out there, you know, I don't see my teammates, I see my family, right? So when we're out there and they're peppering pucks on us, you know, all I see is my brothers around me and how, you know, we're working together as a team. And even though we may be in a moment of, you know, intensity, we're still there, we're playing, you know. So we're just getting pucks out, you know. I was just talking to my guys, you know, pucks out, guy, watch front of the net. That's what I'm seeing out there. I'm seeing my guys, and that's who I'm looking at.
You guys are just battling out there. Now, I thought right before the timeout, I got to say, I said it to my crew, you caught the puck. I thought you were going to drop it and maybe look to fire for the empty net. Do you have that in your bag?
My handling skills were not the best today, but I definitely think I could launch it down there. I mean, I wasn't even thinking of that, but that'd be a pretty sick way to end senior night here.
Yeah, that would have been pretty cool. Maybe before the end of the season, we'll see you do that.
Maybe.
Now, you guys got a couple games left. Jack, I'm going to come back to you. What are you looking for out of the group as you continue to roll with 4 games remaining in the regular season?
I mean, we've had some diversity. We've lost a couple games. We're down 5 in a row. We lost 5 games in a row. So coming back and winning, taking this one down was a big step for us. And hopefully for the rest of the season we can win out and maybe hopefully make a playoff stretch here.
That's what you guys got to do. You got to win out, get a little bit of help, but you still got an opportunity. Boys, great game tonight. Best of luck the rest of the way. We got one more game on the schedule tonight. Oceanside WSP coming up next on the LI Sports Network. Anthony Papasadero, Rowan Loddick, Sam Musnick, and myself, Travis Quigley, say thank you for tuning in.